Europe, a magnificent continent where the invisible boundaries between ordinary reality and timeless fairy tales simply fade away into the fog. Far beyond the crowded subways and towering neon lights of the famous capital cities, there lies a quieter, hidden world of untouched beauty. A sanctuary completely frozen in time, waiting to be uncovered. From deep, emerald valleys carved over millennia by ancient glaciers, to vibrant, colorful villages clinging effortlessly to vertical stone cliffs, some destinations on this earth are so profoundly breathtaking, they challenge everything you thought you knew about the meaning of travel. They force us to slow down, to breathe, and to witness the world with a sense of pure wonder. In this cinematic journey, we are stepping far off the beaten path, leaving the tourist maps behind, to explore 5 of the most magical, majestic, and dreamlike places hidden across Europe. But before we get started, if you didn't subscribe the channel yet, subscribe the channel, like the video, and share the video with your friends. Our journey begins in the very heart of the Swiss Alps, inside a landscape so majestic it feels like a painting come to life. Welcome to Lauterbrunnen. Tucked away in a deep, emerald valley surrounded by rocky giant mountains, this tiny village is a place where nature speaks in the thunderous voice of rushing water. The name Lauterbrunnen literally translates to many fountains, and it takes only a single glance to understand why. Here, the modern world feels thousands of miles away. Cozy, dark-wood chalets with balconies overflowing with colorful summer flowers sit peacefully under vertical limestone walls that rise nearly 1,000 feet into the sky. And cascading directly behind these quiet homes is the legendary Cobh Falls, one of Europe's highest free-falling waterfalls. As its waters plunge from the high cliffs, the wind catches the stream, turning the roaring water into a delicate, dancing mist before it ever touches the valley floor. Lauterbrunnen is home to no less than 72 spectacular waterfalls, each carving its own path through the ancient stone. But there is a deeper magic hidden in this valley. It is said that when the famous author J.R.R. Tolkien walked through these misty forests and gazed up at these colossal cliffs in 1911, the sheer beauty of this place inspired him to create Rivendell, the mythical, eternal valley of the elves, in his legendary masterpiece, The Lord of the Rings. As you walk along the quiet paths, listening to the synchronized symphony of distant cowbells and the endless echo of falling water, you realize that Lauterbrunnen is not just a destination. It is a sanctuary for the soul. A timeless reminder of how beautiful our world can be when human life exists in perfect, quiet harmony with the wild majesty of the earth. Hallstatt. Leaving the rushing waters of Switzerland behind, our journey takes us deep into the Salzkammergut region of Austria, where time appears to have stood perfectly still for centuries. Widely considered to be one of the most beautiful lakeside villages on Earth, this fragile masterpiece of wooden architecture sits peacefully on the narrow shore of a dark, mirror-like lake, completely overshadowed by the colossal peaks of the Documantray Alps. The vertical cliffs and the deep water, the historic 16th century Alpine houses are built stacked closely on top of one another, clinging to the steep mountainside like wooden crystals. As you walk through its narrow, vehicle-free alleys, The only sounds you hear are the gentle lapping of the lake against the wooden docks, the distant cry of Alpine birds, and the elegant rustle of ivy growing over ancient stone walls. Became a dream destination for photographers, Hallstatt was the center of a historic empire. Deep inside the dark mountain tunnels above the village lies the oldest salt mine in the entire world, dating back over 7,000 years. This, white gold, brought incredible wealth to the region, shaping the history of Europe and giving birth to an entire era of human civilization known to historians as the Hallstatt culture. Glow over the old church spire and the iconic wooden boathouses, Hallstatt transforms into a living dream. It stands as a breathtaking monument to a bygone era, a place that reminds us that the most beautiful things in this world are those that have been preserved with love, patience, and absolute respect for the landscape. Neuschwanstein Castle. Rising like a limestone dream from the steep cliffs of the Bavarian Alps in Germany, this iconic monument is the ultimate symbol of romantic imagination. Surrounded by dark pine forests and overlooking a deep alpine gorge, its slender white towers and sharp blue spires pierce the mountain mist, standing as a breathtaking bridge between reality and the world of ancient European legends. To understand this extraordinary place, one must understand the tragic heart of the man who created it. King Ludwig II of Bavaria, often remembered as the Mad King. In the late 19th century, as his real political power was fading into modern history, Ludwig chose to retreat into his own mind. He spent his vast fortune creating a sanctuary where he could escape the harsh realities of the world and live as a true medieval king of old. Ludwig designed Neuschwanstein not as a military fortress, nor as a house of government, but as a grand, theatrical stage. He dedicated the entire palace to the operatic masterpieces of his close friend, Richard Wagner, covering the walls with beautiful paintings of knights, legendary heroes, and mythical swans. Tragically, the king spent only a few short months inside his dream castle before dying under mysterious circumstances in 1886, leaving his masterpiece forever incomplete. Yet, what was born out of a king's madness and deep loneliness eventually became a gift to the world. It is said that when Walt Disney traveled through these mountains decades later, the sheer, dramatic beauty of these towers inspired him to create the iconic Sleeping Beauty Castle. Today, Neuschwanstein stands as a powerful reminder of the strength of human imagination, a beautiful piece of architecture that proves that sometimes the dreams we build to escape reality are the very things that become immortal. Santorini. Rising dramatically from the endless blue waters of the Aegean Sea, this world-famous volcanic island is a breathtaking testament to the raw power of nature and human creativity. Formed by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in human history thousands of years ago, the island's steep, dark cliffs are now crowned with a stunning sea of whitewashed buildings and iconic, brilliant blue domes that contrast perfectly against the deep azure of the Mediterranean. The true charm of Santorini is felt while walking through the narrow, labyrinth-like pathways of its cliffside villages, particularly the town of Oahe. Here, the architecture feels like a living sculpture. Houses are carved directly into the volcanic rock, stacked seamlessly on top of each other. As you explore these quiet, sun-drenched alleys, the gentle sea breeze carries the scent of blooming pink bougainvillea, and every corner you turn opens up to a boundless, unforgettable view of the flooded volcanic caldera below. But there is a deep, ancient mystery hidden beneath this beautiful paradise. Many historians and explorers believe that the massive volcanic eruption that destroyed the ancient Minoan civilization here was the true inspiration behind the legendary lost city of Atlantis, spoken of by the philosopher Plato. Today, as you look out over the volcanic islands in the center of the bay, you can almost feel the weight of this ancient history whispering through the wind. As the afternoon fades, thousands of travelers from across the globe gather along the ancient castle walls of Oia for a shared, silent ritual, to witness the famous Santorini sunset. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in deep shades of gold, orange, and violet, the white villages begin to glow like a constellation of stars on Earth. It is a moment of pure magic, a final, timeless reminder that the most beautiful journeys are those that leave us completely silent, lost in wonder. Cobh. Pinned beautifully to the steep slopes of Great Island in County Cork, Ireland, this historic maritime town is a visual masterpiece of color and raw Atlantic charm. Overlooking one of the largest natural harbors in the entire world, its iconic waterfront features a famous row of multicolored Victorian houses stacked neatly like a box of crayons along the hillside, all built under the towering shadow of St. Colman's Cathedral, whose majestic Gothic spire rises like a stone giant into the misty Irish sky. The true soul of Cobh is bound to the endless rhythm of the ocean and the bittersweet stories of the past. As you wander down the incredibly steep streets, often called the Deck of Cards by locals, the air is thick with the scent of salt water and centuries of history. This quiet harbor was once the main departure point for millions of Irish emigrants searching for a new life across the Atlantic, making it a sanctuary of dreams, tears, and unforgettable farewells. But there is a tragic, immortal legend etched into the very soil of this port. Cobh, then known as Queenstown, was the final port of call for the world's most famous ship, the Titanic. On April 11, 1912, 123 hopeful passengers boarded the luxury liner right here, catching their last glimpse of land from these very shores before the tragic vessel sailed out into the deep, frozen waters of the Atlantic. Walking along the old wooden piers today, you can almost hear the ghostly echoes of that final, historic afternoon. As the heavy Atlantic fog begins to roll in from the sea, softening the vibrant reds, blues, and yellows of the hillside homes, Cobh transforms into a poetic, living painting. It stands as a beautiful monument to human resilience and maritime history, a place that proves that even under the grayest northern skies, color, culture, and deep stories can light up the edge of the world. Thank you for exploring these 5 eternal wonders of Europe with us. Which of these dream destinations captured your heart the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and clear your mind for our next journey. Until next time, let the exploration continue.